Many Catholic students lose their faith in college. In most cases, they don't lose their faith because they stop caring about it. They lose their faith because they were never trained to defend it intellectually. In the next 5 minutes, I'll show you how to prepare your student to keep their faith in college. Plus, comment books, and I'll send you my list of 3 books that prepare your Catholic student to defend their faith. If we haven't met yet, I'm Walker Shave. I'm the co-founder of Annunciation Classical. I'm a former director of religious education for the Archdiocese of Seattle and a Hillsdale College alumnus. At Annunciation Classical, I teach Latin, great books, and Catholic intellectual tradition. When Catholic students arrive at a serious university, they enter an intellectual environment they've often never experienced before. Professors and classmates are asking difficult questions about truth, morality, human nature, and religion. Now, just a decade ago, I think most of these questions were about morality and truth. It was relativism. Moral relativism was the big question in colleges. Is there any way to know what truth is at all? Is there any objective standard? But now I think it is a question of what is human nature? And you have to be prepared to defend both of these. Is human nature something we define for ourselves? Is it something we discover, or is it something that's given to us by God? This is when many Catholic students discover something unsettling. They don't know how to defend their faith. They believe their faith is true, but they cannot explain why it is true. Now, while most Catholic formation offered by parishes simply doesn't go deep enough to prepare students for this environment, students are receiving often a good elementary level of catechesis, but they're not receiving high school level catechesis, and they're certainly not receiving college level catechesis that they need to engage with people at a more educated college level about the faith. When Catholic students study these 3 things, they become prepared to defend their faith. Firstly, philosophy. Philosophy is another way of knowing about truth, both faith and philosophy. We don't think of these as things that are related very closely, but they're both oriented to truth. Philosophy is one way of looking at the truth through an attempt of using pure reason, and faith is a way of looking at truth through revelation that we've received from God. And so philosophy is a really effective tool for thinking about what's true. Because we believe our Catholic faith is true, and because it is true, we find that philosophy is an effective way of studying the faith, studying what's true. The second thing is the Catholic intellectual tradition, from about the Council of Nicaea all the way up to the Protestant Reformation. The entire Western heritage, the entire Western history of thought was Catholic. And when you engage with that, and you realize that all of this history and science and philosophy and religion and the state of knowledge as it is, we've received it through Catholic thinkers. That can be a great help at engaging on the college level. And the third point is intellectual conversation. Many students have never practiced discussing serious ideas. There's a method for it, and this is where Socrates and Plato are going to be our big allies. They're the experts at discussing serious ideas and also at fighting moral relativism. So these are the great ancient Greek philosophers, the pre-Christian, but they're great allies in learning how to discuss serious ideas, not being threatened by other people's responses to those ideas. Many Catholic students believe the right things, but they have never practiced articulating those beliefs. When students understand their faith intellectually, they become prepared to defend it. If you're a Catholic parent preparing a student for college, there are 3 books that make an enormous difference in preparing a student to defend their faith. If you'd like to see what they are, comment books, and I'll send you a short guide. Reading these 3 books can make a remarkable difference in a student's ability to understand and defend the Catholic faith.